We're surrounded by bacteria. It's on us, in us, and all around us. There are helpful, harmless, and harmful bacteria.
Many bacteria have been around since the beginning of time and have evolved and prospered throughout.
Harmful bacteria can cause illnesses and infections, like pneumonia, although there are many, many other examples.
Modern science has allowed for medicine synthesized from chemicals or from naturally occurring organisms like mold to help combat these bacteria.
These are called antibiotics. Antibiotics work by killing or neutralizing harmful bacteria. They do this by interfering with the bacteria's cell wall synthesis or other vital processes.
And it sounds great, doesn't it? And it's been a successful method of treatment since ancient times, dating back to ancient Greece and China.
But the treatment's becoming less effective.
You see, every time the bacteria in your body are affected by antibiotics, many die, but those that remain develop resistant traits, and with the lack of competition can rapidly multiply. You hear about killing the 99.9%? This is the 0.01%.
Think of Darwin's theory of evolution. Those that develop random mutations that are beneficial survive and thrive, while those without die out. There's an ongoing stigma around the use of antibiotics. People are eager to use antibiotics to cure any illness, and sometimes even use them before to prevent the risk of illness or infection.
With great power comes great responsibility, and many scientists warn us that more antibiotic use will lead to more antibiotic resistance. In the words of Nobel Prize winner Venki Ramakrishnan, it should only be used as a last resort.
Now that you know what antibiotic resistance is, you may be asking yourself, how am I contributing to this issue?
People rush to use antibiotics under the assumption it is the best, most direct method of treatment. While most countries need a prescription for serious antibiotics, others just sell them over the counter.
A lot of the public is also miseducated about antibiotics. Bacteria become more resistant more quickly when antibiotics are used too often or used incorrectly. A study by Centers for Disease Control and Prevention showed that treatment indication, choice of agent, or treatment length was incorrect in 30% to 50% of cases.
And another common misuse is when those who are prescribed antibiotics do not use the whole dosage. And some do this because the infection is no longer felt or seen, but a percentage of the original bacteria is still there. Many of those who cannot afford antibiotics choose to use less, which again contributes to antibiotic resistance.
It is recommended to stay away from antibiotics if you do not know the type of infection you have gotten. Antibiotics work for bacterial, fungal, and some parasitic infections. They will have no effect on viral infections such as flu and cold. A study done by Johns Hopkins University School of Medicine determined that pathogens were only determined in 7.6% of cases of US patients affected with pneumonia, compared to a whopping 89% pathogen identification rate in Sweden.
The problem also lies within the agriculture industry. In fact, 80% of antibiotics in the US are used on animals to promote growth and prevent infection.
80%?
80%. 80%. The resistant genes are then transmitted to humans via livestock through consumption, and this in turn can cause infections in humans.
Schemy pharmaceutical companies also contribute to this by prescribing lower doses for longer amounts of time to increase profit. Ideally, antibiotic usage should only range from 1 to 2 weeks, at which point it is completely gone.
We must work together and take measures to help slow antibiotic resistance.
It starts with you. Better public health, like proper sanitation and vaccinations, would lower the risk of acquiring these infections, while more accurate and immediate diagnoses would effectively treat these better, while also leaving less resistant bacteria.
Governments need to create a certain guideline for usage of antibiotics that will help minimize the amount of abuse.
A possible alternative that's currently of interest in the medical field is phage therapy. Similar to how a bacteria or a virus infects a bacteria rather in the Lytic cycle, a phage is inserted into a bacteria, kills the foreign DNA, inserts its own to in turn create more phages to do the same.
You can also help by eliminating your meat consumption. This will help eliminate the amount of money you're investing in agricultural corporations and reduce the amount of resistant bacteria in your own body.
As antibiotic resistance increases, more and more of our treatments will prove less effective.
This could cause a widespread epidemic capable of mass destruction like a superbug.
An assessment done by the Oxford University Future of Humanity Institute and Global Challenges Foundation listed a superbug as one of the top 3 most likely ways humanity could possibly come to an end. It's serious. This has been a PSA. have you used antibiotics before?
I have not actually.
Have you used antibiotics before?
No, I don't think so.
Basically, it's when our body fights against antibiotics. So antibiotics aren't working as well anymore because our body is able to resist it more. So some people say that this could be a cause of a widespread epidemic that could kill like millions of people.
Okay, so what if I were to tell you antibiotic resistance is huge, listed probably one of the top 3 reasons that we could have a human apocalypse.
Do you think it could be that drastic? Like we can't resist a virus in the future that will like wipe out everybody?
It's probable in my mind.
I am skeptical of the apocalypse innuendo of that.
But you consume meat, right?
Yes, I am.
Okay, are you aware of the presence of antibiotics and antibiotic resistance in the agriculture industry?
No, I'm not.
What does it make you think about how like much meat you eat, like, and how that could be happening to you?
I love eating meat, honestly.
Yeah.
So that wouldn't change anything.
Yeah, that makes me definitely want to maybe look into it, maybe get myself a bit more educated on the like what's exactly in my meat. Maybe go to like make sure I have like a local butcher shop or
Organic,
something.
yeah.
Whatever tastes good.
Yeah.